on the road again. We're in Russ. We have a collection of kayaks back there. Taking them back to my sister's down in Oregon. We are going to be sort of stealth camping, I guess. Not really stealth, but we're gonna see how stealth we are. Because we're going to be camping in my dad's driveway. So we're allowed to be there. But still kind of an odd place to camp. So we'll see how stealthy the van is. I'm gonna guess. Not at all. Especially since 4 of the windows don't have coverings right now. But yeah. We'll cross that bridge when we get there. We'll show you along the way. There's what our load looks like right now. We have very oddly placed coolers in the back, which are sort of supposed to represent where the fridge will go, for that one. And then that one is where the 2-person seat will be when it's swiveled sideways. Kind of. It doesn't actually line up quite right. But it can also turn facing forward and sit straight like it normally does between the fridge and the wall. So we're just kind of testing it out right now before we go and do it to see if it actually makes sense. As you all know, we like stopping at fun local gyms on our travels. This one here is one of our favorites. And luckily, we get to go past here a lot since all my family lives in Oregon. Get a stop at the burger bar. They even have crinkle cut fries and some kind of sauce. They call it burger sauce. It doesn't look like regular fry sauce, but it's more yellow. We'll see how it is. It's more mustardy than fry sauce, but it's pretty good. Well, I definitely wouldn't say we are good at stealth camping, but we are good at making things work. Check out the tarp porch light block, because the neighbor's porch light was shining directly into our screen last night. Also, my dad's cat has decided to take up residence in the van. He's persistent. He Houdini'd himself in here last night through the screen. Talk about scary when you wake up and a cat is on your legs. Our fridge experiment is working. That's really handy to sit on right there, but I think it's going to be taller when it's the actual fridge. I'm going to have to tape out the actual lines on the floor so I can see this better. But I think it'll be pretty cool. Conclusion? Our van is definitely not set up for stealth city camping. But having an electrical cord is cool. I definitely think the 2-seat with the swivel and the fridge here is going to work. We'll do a little bit more measuring when we get home. Yeah, that's our stealth curtain there. And then the neighbor's porch light shines through there just right. If you moved wrong on my side, you can see in here plain as day. We're not stealth. We're forest campers. We're wilderness campers. The rear screen worked well, so my dad's cat jumped on it. Luckily didn't rip it down or tear it. Yeah, definitely not made for the city. Looks like Wi-Fi's in jail. Where are we? Hey, wait, that's not a JK. Huh. What are you doing here? And Russ parked in front of the no parking sign. Now that we're home from our trip and we did a test run with the coolers, I decided to try it with the actual seat and the big cooler where the fridge will go, because actually the fridge is that size, not the little cooler size. So here it is. Because it's going to have to sit up on some kind of bracket, because the seat bracket mount is actually underneath there. But that's how big the fridge is that we want. And then that's the 2-seat that will go in there with the brackets fabricated on it differently. So that's what it's like. So I'm going to try and get in. So getting around the cooler, I'm not gonna, oh man. Yeah, that's very tight right there. So just move the front seat forward 1 notch. It's plenty of room for me still. And I tipped the back up 1, because when it's back a notch, when the door's closed, this almost touches the seat and it makes a squeaky sound. But now that it's up there, it can actually sit more upright, which I think will be more comfortable. So now, going around to get in the front, slightly more tricky. Oh, and also don't lean on the seat because it is not attached. So, I'm not even sure how I'm going to do that. All this is very unstable because it's just temporarily here. But I think if you could sit on this, because it will be stable, to scooch in, it should be fine. The other option is, of course, to try and put the fridge on the other side and the seat on this side, but I don't really like that option. And because we are way overzealous, we also want this seat on a swivel so that it will be able to turn. That would be where it would be if the swivel were in the center of the seat. So it turned and pivoted exactly where it was. Table will still work. It's really close, hard to tell until it's in there. We may have to modify it a little. But we've run into another problem. There's no room for your feet. So my next thought is a slide. So now, if the fridge is also on a slide, you can slide it out if you're going to be sitting at the table. And then if you want to get out, you can easily slide it back in, unless there's someone sitting at the table, of course. But you can still get around it. And then somehow we're going to mount a lagoon table so that it will hover over the cooler area and be usable from all 3 of these spots. I think we got something figured out here. Now, to fabricate the seat mount. Dad, need your welder. See, even plenty of leg room. Well, I can sit here and look out the door. I'm also going to put a screen over that door. I'm going to put some kind of rod on that pillar, and then under where the slider opens over to this pillar, because when we swap the seat out, we don't need that seat belt anymore. It won't work with it because we'll only need 2 seat belts. And then somehow fill the gap at the top above the rod with like roughly top on the screen. So you can open and close the door, have a screen over the opening, or slide curtains over the 2 windows when the door is shut. And over here on this side, I'm not sure yet. Maybe in 2 pieces. So that's it for this video. I totally think we have a workable plan to fit 3-seat dining inside the van, as well as a fridge. And also have a seat to sit on while you're in the van. There's this one. There's the neighboring one. And then there's also the front one over there that spins around. Hope you enjoyed. Obviously, this is not a stealth camping van, which we already knew, but it was just kind of fun to figure it out. But I do have plans for some curtains for those 4 windows that were wide open when we were in the middle of a neighborhood. Don't forget to like and subscribe and leave your comments below. Hope you enjoyed. We'll see you next time. We're headed out camping with the whole crew. I don't even know how many there are anymore. 20 some, I think. It's going to be crazy.